Are you thinking about moving to Kirbyville, Texas? Well, this is the video for you, and I cannot wait to show you around Kirbyville. We're going to talk about the pros and cons. Kirbyville, Texas, and I'm gonna jump into the map. I'm gonna show you around the city, and then you want to make sure you stick around because I'm gonna show you one of my listens that I have to really give you an in-depth look into one of the beautiful homes of Kirbyville, Texas. So, welcome to Alder and Clay. Let's get it. Hey y'all, my name is Roland Thomas II, and I'm excited to show you around Southeast Texas. So if you think about making a smooth transition here, give me a shout. All of my contact information is in the description below. You can call me, text me, email me. Just give me a shout. Whether you buying, renting, doesn't matter. Reach out, and I'd love to help you find a home here in Southeast Texas. So without further ado, let's jump into this video. All right, so this is Kirbyville, Texas. This is one of those towns that is you're looking at about 30 minutes, about 35, 40 minutes from Beaumont, Texas. You'll see it here. So Beaumont's over here. You got the Golden Triangle here, and then Kirbyville is right over here. So it seems like a haul, and I think for most people when you get out here to Southeast Texas, like when you look on a map, it's like, oh my gosh, that's a long way. Everything seems like a long way out here, but it's honestly not that bad. From Kirbyville to Lumberton, it'll run you about 30 minutes. And then if you're gonna go to let's say from Kirbyville to Lumberton, that'll run you about 30 minutes. You want to go from Kirbyville to the Golden Triangle area, right? That again run you about 35, 40 minutes. And so from Kirbyville, there's really about two ways to really kind of get down here. Now I'm gonna tell you this because I have been here, y'all. I've been here. If you're gonna come down to, let's say, Orange, Texas from Kirbyville, you're gonna take this 87 all the way down. Let me tell you about this section right here. There ain't no cell service, none whatsoever. So if you need to take a call, do not take a call going down 87 right here because you will not be able to. It is terrible. It is terrible. In this little section here, I mean zero cell service. So you could go 96 through Buna, through 62 to Mauriceville, down to Orange, to Bridge City, to the Golden Triangle over here. That's a route. Won't run you that much difference to run this way and have cell service versus run 87 and not have cell service. Does that make sense? If you're gonna go up to from Kirbyville going up, you're not too far. Look, you're not too far from San Rayburn, and Angelina National Forest over here, and Toledo Bend over here. These are the two major. So you're here in Kirbyville. These are the two. You're about 25 minutes. About 30 minutes to San Rayburn, and then again you're probably about just about the same over here to Toledo Bend as well. So these are some major places that people go. Again, if you're looking to do some fishing, get outdoors. Again, you're not too far from these major spots. There's also a smaller one over here. What's the name of this one? It's another dam. Let me zoom in. Forget the name of this one. Steigen Reservoir. The Steigen Reservoir, again, not too bad. A good 20 some minute drive from Kirbyville over here. What you see though is a lot of land. There's a lot of land in between, because that's just how it is in the country. Like it's just gaps, man. Gaps in between major cities going on. If you're in Kirbyville and you look and let's say, let's say you want to fly out of here, right? From Kirbyville to IH, just to give you an idea. If you're trying to work remote and you need to, get to somewhere, it's about a 2-hour drive to the airport from Kirbyville. You can go through Livingston if you want it, right? Livingston will run you again another 2 hours. You can go through 105. So you can run you about 2 hours. Not just a big difference. You got a scenic route. You got you got two different types of scenic routes. And if you're gonna go over here to Houston, right? Just to give you an idea, to get to Houston, it's still gonna run you about 2 hours from Kirbyville. Again, just to give you an idea, Kirbyville to Houston, you got a couple of different routes you can take. This route here, let me tell you, this route here, if you're going this way down to 90 through Hardin, through Bassin and Saratoga, this is a pretty drive. Like, I'm serious. It is a gorgeous drive. Southeast Texas is beautiful. The Piney Woods, man, the Piney Woods it's a charm on its own. You know what I'm saying? And I think that's one of the things I just love about being out here in Southeast Texas. That country living, you can't beat it, man. It's beautiful. Now, so what that makes for like a really good weekend trip, right? So let's say you're a city person, you kind of getting tired of being out in the country, because we get a little city remorse, huh? Come on, where my city folk at? You get a little city remorse, kind of being out in the country sometimes. Sometimes you just got to go in and get your little taste of the city and say, okay, I remember why I went to the country, right? Get you some of that city traffic a little bit out there in Houston. You're like, oh yeah. Let me go back. Let me go back to the peace and quiet of being out in the middle of nowhere. And so again, we go highlight some pros and cons. I'm jumping past my notes, y'all. Sorry, I'm all over the place because this is what we do. This is how we live, right? But I want to highlight some of the major things first, okay? Some of the major things first. So then, if you're gonna go over to Lake Charles, Lake Charles is still gonna probably run you about an hour or so drive. I mean, it's not as bad as Houston. You got an hour and a half. You can go a few routes. Like I said, if you're on a business, if you work remote and you need to be on the phone a lot and you're driving, just do not take this 87. 87 it ain't worth it. Look at this. You can actually save yourself a whole minute just going down 96 through 62 and then coming up to I-10. If you take these back roads, which is gorgeous. Now, let me tell you, when we first came out here and we was looking for property out here, we came up through 87. And it was just gorgeous. Like, the Piney Woods is beautiful. When you get to Kirbyville, you start getting a little bit of hill country over here. You start get you a tad bit of some rolling hills, right? The topography gives you a little bit of hills over here. The deeper you go east and southeast Texas, like as you continue up to like Jasper, you get some hill country, man. Like, now, and it's a different hill country than it is hill country San Antonio. Like hill country San Antonio is kind of deserty. This hill country over here has it has trees and piney woods. It's a piney wood hill country. It's really gorgeous. It kind of reminds me of like hill country, like heading to like Maryland, like the Appalachian Mountains. It's hill country like that, or like Tennessee. Just pretty hill country. Jasper for me is just a little bit too far. Like it's a little bit too far from the city for me. I think I've been out here long enough to really be like, all right. I need to be just a little bit. I still need to be able to, take me a decent day trip to the city, just to get my, just to get me some in and out or something, right? Beaumont is your next. So. Now, granted, there's two, so from Kirbyville, you kind of have two major cities that you can go to. So Jasper is the next semi-major city next to Beaumont. Beaumont is still a little bit more things to do, but But as I say, like a serious metropolitan city for East Texas is Jasper. So I mean, you're gonna find a little bit more stuff over there. You're gonna have your Lowe's, your Home Depot. You're gonna have Walmart. You're gonna have some smaller regional hospitals over there. So you can jump up to Jasper for some other major things if you don't want to take the drive down to Beaumont. Does that make sense? So you have those options from Kirbyville. Now, just to highlight some of the pros and cons, when you and I try to kind of really give you some perspective from the map, right? One of the pros about Kirbyville is that it is extremely affordable. It is affordable, man. I mean, your median homes are going to be anywhere between 140, 120, actually 120 to 200 something $1,000 in Kirbyville. So it's an affordable town. So with that's really good for first time home buyers. It provides that you can get you a good affordable home at a good price. Land will run you about $8 to $15K an acre. So if you want to get you some land out here in Kirbyville, you can definitely do that. Kirbyville does cover a good chunk of land. You're gonna have some friendly neighbors. It's that small town. It's a small town feel. When you get into Kirbyville, it's small town, and you will feel it, and you can tell, right? I think the courthouse is like let me see. Let me zoom in. Let me show you. The courthouse is like it's like an old gas station, right? Look at this. This is the municipal court. Literally, this is like one of those old like where they used to fix cars. John come work on your car, right? This is the municipal court. They took a like an old gas station and repair shop and turned that joke into a municipal court, man. Like this is Kirbyville. This is a small town, man. This is a small town, and this right here, this is Main Street. This kind of show you. I mean, you kind of get that. You get all those old fields, right? Kind of coming down Main Street. What this was the hustle and bustle, right? Look, the ISD building is bigger than the courthouse, which I guess is fine. I mean, who wants to be in the courthouse, right? Yeah. You try to be in the courthouse. But it's a cute town. This is a cute little town, right? So you want those small town feels, you got it. You got it right here. This Palace Theater is a really popular theater here in Kirbyville. They got all sorts of little shows that they have going on. That little place is entertaining. So there's entertainment, right? There's things to do. I mean, I could really see a really nice coffee shop in this area, right? I think it'd be nice. So, all right. Again, great town for families, retirees, right? One that slower pace of life. If you're looking at homestead, slower pace of life, like I said, make sure you stick around. I can't wait to show you one of the homes I have listed out here in Kirbyville. I mean, beautiful. I mean, ready to go homestead for you, right? Like super cool. So I talked a little bit about another pro that's some of that, just the outdoor lifestyle. I talked a little bit about it, but you got Steinhagen Lake, Sam Rayburn, Toledo Bend. All of these are relatively close to Kirbyville. So if you love the outdoor fishing life, man, you're in a good spot. There's plenty of space. Barn doors, small farms, gardening. The plots are just a lot larger than your Southeast Texas metro area. So you're gonna get you a good. If you buy a house even within the city, like I'm gonna show you my listing here in a little bit. And if you want to skip to it, I have all the chapters laid out so you can skip to it and take a look at it. But when I say the the plots are just a lot bigger. They're a lot bigger. You get you a good chunk of land for the price, and you can start you a little farm. You can start you a garden. It's the town is unrestricted, so you can have you some chickens, put your little goat in there, do whatever you want to do, right? Okay, so you'll find the property taxes in Kirbyville are anywhere between 1.7 to 2.1%. Again, so not that bad, right? Not that bad. Especially if you compare this to a bigger city, a Lumberton, Jasper, Beaumont, right? You're gonna have a little higher tax rate over there. Now there are cons, right? So let's talk about those. You have limited shopping, right? There's just you have a grocery store. I always say when you're out here in the country, it honestly it's a food desert, like for real. Well, I'm gonna take you back into the map here. I'm gonna show you over here. You have Brookshire Brothers, and I mean, and so we talking about just a grocery. You need a grocery store. There's one, and there's one small. Well, I'm jumping all over the map. Come on, map, get over here. Golly, it's kind of like shooting me all over the place. I was not trying to go this way. Well, let's go to Brookshire Brothers. Let me see. Let me zoom out. So that's Kirbyville just coming in. Dental. Where's Brookshire Brothers? Elijah Cafe. No. Anyway, you have a Brookshire Brothers, right? That's Margarita. Fitness studio. It's Elijah Cafe. Should be right. Here it is. Brookshire Brothers. So you have a Brookshire Brothers, again, not a huge store, not a huge grocery store. That's right across the street from is that Jasper Newton? No, that's Jasper Newton. No, that's the school. Close enough. So Brookshire Brothers, the pharmacy, boom. Again, smaller town. You're gonna have your atypical kind of little restaurants there. Your Sonic, Dairy Queen. Well, not Dairy Queen. Dairy Queen vanishing everywhere. Where all Dairy Queen's at. But yeah, typical setup. Dollar General, Brookshire Brothers, right? A light or two, and you out of there. You know what I'm saying? For real. So there's limited shopping, limited dining. I have Elijah's Cafe. They got a chicken spot. I personally haven't eaten at those. Some people like them, some people don't. I don't know. You guys gotta check it out. Real internet can be this is kind of number two. You're out here in the middle of nowhere. Internet can be challenging sometimes, right? We have a internet can be challenging. They just recently that they got some fiber optics out in the area. I think just a big project that went on last year, kind of running fiber optics out here, and so internet, it's a hit or miss, right? I'm not saying you won't be connected. You will be connected. It's just depending on the strength of connection that you need. You might be better off going with a Starlink, right? So some areas have slower speeds than others. Like I said, especially when you go down 87, ain't nothing out there. Good luck. So there's not a lot of new construction, a lot of new communities that are popping up out here, right? So you're gonna have some older homes, which carries two things, right? It's something like double-edged sword. Is cute. They're cute from the standpoint that they're unique, they're beautiful, they're older, right? They have their own characteristics. Typically, you find some that have the good bones and all the things because they just built homes right back in the day, right? But with that too. That means you have a little bit more maintenance when you purchase an older home, right? Sometimes you have to deal with all the things that come with that. Whether it's asbestos, could be asbestos, could have lead paint, all the stuff. So make sure you do your due diligence when you're looking into some of these older homes, so you know what risks are available, what risk you might be having. So that's one of the cons. Number 4, commuting to jobs, right? So you'll find, especially working to go and train, people live everywhere out here. I'm so serious. And I think for city people, it's kind of normal. You're used to driving, 30, 40 minutes to work, depending on where you're at. It's no different out here. It just feels different because of the amount of land in between, but it's rural land. And so, these back roads, you're going like 75 miles an hour. You get in places. It's not like in the city where you take an hour and a half because you're going 50 miles an hour and you're in bumper to bumper traffic, right? It's not quite like that out here in the middle of nowhere. If you work in Beaumont, Needle, Port Neches, Orange, you working in any of these places, right? Kirbyville is a hop, skip, and a jump. People drive down here. People drive to work out here all the time from everywhere. I knew folks who worked out here, in way over here in Port Neches, Port Arthur, and they lived way over here in Woodville. You know what I'm saying? Like a Warren, something like that. Way over here. People drive out here in Southeast Texas. So I wouldn't let that, I wouldn't let, if you're coming from the city, that's not a big deal. A lot of people out here, you'd be like, oh my gosh, it's a long drive. I knew folks who lived in Beaumont and they worked in Jasper. So, it's you drive. It's an expectation. So it wouldn't be ideal if someone was looking for a quick access to these city amenities, right? If something's going to go down, you're going to drive to Beaumont. Like if you need anything health wise, you can drive to Beaumont. If it's serious, pack up and go to Houston, right? And I still say the same thing. You still have some of those. Well, let me go back. So then, con number 5, I would say would be like some limited entertainment. Again, there's not a lot going on. You got the Palace Theater over there. There is one that is pretty cool. Because again, when you're out here in the middle of nowhere, you just have these cute things that goes on. This right here, this is an Airbnb that's actually in Kirbyville, and this joker is popular. The Cozy Treehouse. Look at this. 415 reviews. This place is beautiful. It's a treehouse. It's a straight up treehouse. Look at this. In Kirbyville, popular, man. People drive all over the country to come see this place. So, we got little cute stuff like this, right? Like I said, you got Sicky, State Forest, not too far. Steinhagen Reservoir. Like I said, so the entertainment is going to be more like outdoors, right? You're gonna be outdoors. Get out there in nature, have some fun, check out them cypress trees, get in the water, man. Watch out for gators because we got gators everywhere. And all right, cool. So it's if you're a nightlife seeker, there's not a lot of nightlife going on in Kirbyville, Texas. Nightlife is going to happen in your Lake Charles and your Houston, a little bit in Beaumont, even not a lot there. So depending on what you're looking for, right? What you're looking for out of life, Kirbyville, you may or may not have that. So speaking of older homes, let me show you a real example of the kind of opportunity that you can find in Southeast Texas. Here it is. So what would $160,000 get you in Kirbyville, Texas? It'll get you a 1926, 3-bedroom, 2-bath, 1,600 square foot home, just over half an acre right here in Kirbyville, Texas. Let's go take a look. So you want to make sure you stick around because there are so many antique finishes in this house and so many surprises that I cannot wait to show you. So come on. If you love looking at antique homes, baby, I got one for you right here. 506 Harris Street, right here in Kirbyville, Texas. I want you to go take a look. So come on, we're gonna go take a look at this house. All right, so one thing, again, immediately as you come into this house, take a look at this living room. This living room is absolutely gorgeous. I love the space that it has now. Now this home actually has a lot of high ceilings. It has 14-foot ceilings, and that it makes the space just huge, like absolutely huge. And so I mean, it is huge. But can't you see a lot of family gatherings here, right here in the living room? Now immediately to the left is room number 1. I won't show it just because my client has a lot of their stuff over there. That they have packed up, so we won't go through that room, but I will take you into the dining area. So this is the dining area. Again, still have some of the original finishes on these. Look, still have the original handles. I feel like I'm at grandma's house. You know what I'm saying? As we come into the dining area, You see how wide this space, I mean, now the space, I guess you could say it isn't wide. Hey buddy, I got Paw Patrol with me. It isn't a wide space, but it is good. It is wide enough for you to have some good have a good family gathering. You can put your, you can have dining tables in here. You can really make this your own. It's even depending on what size family you have, and then it works out good. Now this house does need a little love, right? It's been updated. It has several updates. I'm gonna go through with you. I'm gonna attempt to do the kitchen. I might not be able to do it just because there's some music in the background and I don't know how to turn that off. So some music in the background, I don't want it to mess me over. If it does, I will just voice over this portion. So I decided to voice over this section because the flooring, because I wasn't sure of that song, but if you can see the flooring there, it does need to be replaced. Well, maybe not replaced, but you can redo the flooring. You can put some tiling. You can put some tiles on top of that. You can make the flooring how you want. Look at these cabinets. They go all the way up to the roof. Now this is a tall roof, man. So you're gonna need like a ladder or something to get up there. Maybe like one of those Hogwarts ladders. That'd be like super cool. But original cabinetry in this kitchen. This kitchen is built for Instagram all day long. Then look over here to this. Do you have a 4 gas range stove? There is gas piped into this kitchen. I'm gonna show you that where there is gas throughout the house. Let's go. You will see that there's a fireplace in the living room, but that fireplace, you could run some gas there if you wanted to. It's an electric fireplace right now, so it just kind of gives off the heat, but it doesn't give off any fire. If you wanted, I believe this home originally had a chimney in here. I think the chimney was on this side, right? So, but this home does come with solar. It has an updated rain soft system. And that will descale the water, all those things. When you got here in the country, listen, I'm telling you, you want one of those, right? We'll go right over here into the restroom so you can see the restroom area. But in the restroom area here, this is the main restroom. You're gonna have a shower on this side. That's stand-up shower. The other restroom has a tub and a shower. You're gonna have your sink over here. Now again, this is the older home, so there's no like dual sink deal going on here, right? But then you have your toilet over here. I won't go into the main room just because she has my client has some of the animals in there, so we'll just kind of leave that as it is. You can see the pictures on the listing and you'll see that. But let's the second room here. Again, this is a 3-bedroom, so you're gonna have. Okay, so this is a 3-bedroom. You can make this a workout room. Room number 2 for the kids, and then the third room is over here. Like I said. Client has a lot of stuff, all that boxes over there, so I don't want to really just show you that one. But then we'll take a look into the restroom right here. Again, this restroom, you can see the flooring isn't done. It has the subflooring. You're gonna want to redo that flooring right there. So you can make it your own. And then as you come into here, you're gonna have a tub. Shower. Look at this. Look at the old school, man. I'm loving this stuff. Look at this mirror. Loving this, right? Come on. You have more cabinetry here, right? You have you have more storage here, right? Still have the original like the original handles, man. Look at this. Still got the original handles on this with the little key thing, You know what I'm saying? The little antique key thing, right there. Love it, man. Love it. I look at a lot of new homes all the time, and so it's always fun when you just see character in a house, and some of those characters they like look at this. You have the crown molding top and bottom, all the way throughout the house, with the antique handles, right? I'm here for it. I love it. Now, I will show you this in this particular room itself because I think this is just so cool. So this look here. So in this room, so this is a good sized room. Again, I'm not sure all the details of it because like I said, it's just all my client stuff is in here. But in this room, look at this. Let's see if I can show you. Ooh, man. There is a second attic. That's an attic. That's an Anne Frank attic. Huh? Come on. That's an Anne Frank attic right there. Look at that. It's 2 attics. They have this house has 2 attics, man. And then I don't know. Look how my head hits the door entry here. I guess people weren't that tall back in the day. So this house is the 1926, but look at this, man. My forehead crashes right into. I got to duck to get into this thing. Man, I find that so cool. I find it so cool. Look at this, man. Look at the old school locks on this thing. Look at that. You don't find character like this all the time, man. They don't have this stuff in these new houses. So, and like I said, I talked about this particular. Again, this was put in afterwards. It's an electrical heater fireplace, so it's not a true fireplace. You know, it's electrical. So originally, at some point, this house did have a fireplace, and so it doesn't now. But if you want to put one in, you could. This house you can really make your own. I mean, like I said, even just looking at this living room is huge. I mean, if you wanted to put like one of those wood burning fireplaces, you could put one here, right? It's just vision, baby. You can make this whatever you want. you could put like one of those wood burning fireplaces and run them up. We'll run them through the roof, right? All right, now we're in the backyard. So now we're in the backyard, and so this house does come with an above ground pool. This pool isn't operational right now. All it actually needs is just a new lining. So new lining, you got yourself a above ground pool. All the things ready to rock and roll for this pool to get it going. So this house does have a rain soft system that's coming with it. That will make sure it desalts and descales your water, so you can have some nice clean water going into your house. But this home sits on just over half an acre, 5.6 acres. Again, the house looks tall. If you're just looking from the side, it looks tall, but it is actually a 1-story. And so now again, like I said, this house does need a little bit of love. That's why it's priced the way it is. It's priced for you to come in and do your thing. So there's some things that you need to be touched up on under the windows over here, right? You want to make sure you do your own due diligence. We got to touch up some of this stuff, but this house is ready. It actually has a detached garage over here. I'll come back and show that with another shed over here. But can you see how big this backyard is? There's so much stuff that you could do. Like, I know for me, like the first thing I think of, right, is I could put a garden over here. I can run some chickens. You're in Kirbyville, so you can do what you want. It actually has 3 fence openings. It says double fence there, single fence here, right? And then there's another one on the other side. So if you want to back in an RV or something like that, you can come put in an RV over here, put an RV pad, another shed, another cover spot. There's so much you can do. Nice mature oak trees. Let's go, man. I mean, again, the property is huge. So what I really like about this home is that this home was built almost 100 years ago, 1926, and it has solid bones. Foundation's been updated. We had client had solar put in with a brand new roof for spray foam insulation. With spray foam insulation, rain soft system. You have all these little cool nooks and crannies about the house. A kitchen to make your own, a bathroom to make your own. It is ready for you to call this place home. So this property also features a fully insulated running water with AC workshop that you can make your own. You can make it a business office. You can make it you can make it a grooming office. You can make it a grooming business. You can make it an apothecary's building. Whatever it is, it's insulated, it has running water, and it has AC connected to it with piping and the whole work. So this workshop, super cool. So you have a workshop. You have a detached garage as well. Now, transparently, that garage does need to be repaired. The roof does have some damage on it. So you can really make it your own. You can fix that roof on there and have you a nice detached garage. Or in addition, there's also a secondary small shed that is on site along the back of the property as well. And that shed, again, you can make it your own, whatever you want. You have some place to store your lawn equipment, garden equipment, whatever it is. This house features a lot for you to really call it home. I mean, if you, I love the porch that it has over here in the front. I mean, I can just really see some of those morning coffees sitting on the porch with the morning coffees as the sun is coming up, or that tea as the sun is coming down. So make sure you reach out to me. Type Kirbyville in the comments below. No, type Harris in the comments below so you can get yourself a private tour of this home. Come on. Man, did you enjoy that? Listen, I love showing this home. And if you want to take a look at it, make sure you click the link in the description below. Make sure you call me, text me, email me, and I'll love to set up a showing for you so you can see this house for yourself with your own 2 eyes. Love to. So come on, give me a shout. All right. Who is Kirbyville ideal for? It all depends on what you're looking for. It all depends on why you come into Southeast Texas. Are you looking to homestead? Is it a family? Are you a family looking for that small town life and ready to get out the city? You're a first time home buyer looking to find you a nice affordable home. You know, and if who is it not for? It's not for folks who are looking for that big city life, right? It's not here. It's not here. If you want some major shopping, Kirbyville is not for you. You know, if you don't want the rural maintenance, right? If you out there, and I mean, you got to prepare for yourself, right? If power goes out, hey, you need a generator. You need to know how to take care of yourself out there. Now, what I will say, just like any small place, man, if something goes down, man, I'm telling you, neighbors are super cool, and I have seen them come together to help, and I think that's something that we don't see a lot of in the major cities, but you find that a lot in the rural areas, man. People will come to help when things go down, and so yeah, I'm gonna put one more. There's one more con that I'm gonna put in Kirbyville. So when there's like a major rain, I take Kirbyville gets wet. Be real. I'm be honest with you. Kirbyville gets wet. And I'm gonna zoom in here in the map real quick so you can see. You have these 2 rivers, these creeks that kind of go right around up in here. So when you look, everybody, you got to do your own research. But I'm gonna be real with you, man. I'm to be real with you. It gets wet all along here in Kirbyville, like all along here. So you want to pay attention to the floodplains when you're looking to buy a home out here in Kirbyville for sure, because some areas do get a lot wetter than others. So that makes sense. I can tell you the listing that I have that I just showed you is in a good spot. Let me put it like that. So anyways, hey, if you enjoyed this video, make sure you click that like button, subscribe. I'd love to have you join the channel. Love to have you join the family as you continue to look for opportunities out here in Southeast Texas, or where you're thinking about moving to. Make sure you give me a call. All my contact information in the description below. You can call me, text me, email me. Like, you can just do it now. Like, let me know if you come in 9 days, or you come in 90, or you come in a year from now. Give me a shout. I love to help you plan and get a strategy together and help you find a place out here in Southeast Texas. So with that, we'll see you in the next video. Peace.